Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Miss.
Yes.
Okay. So, good morning once again. So, for today class, I'll just be giving you sample problems in order for you to be more familiar with the formulas and the process. Okay? So, nakahatag daw ako ninyo og bisection method sa katong na-copy, okay? Bisection method nga equation 3x plus sine x minus e raised to the power of x equals to 0 in bisection method. Wala pa ko kahatag class.
O wala pa, ma'am.
Okay. Mm. Okay. So we will do this na lang. Okay. Calculator. Klaro ra akong handwriting.
Yes, ma'am.
Man yung gisradaan dito sa
Okay, so for this bisection method, everyone, what's the formula again for our bisection method? That should be XR equals X sub. What's the
L
formula for that?
x sub L plus x sub U over 2 is
X sub L plus X sub U divided by 2.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, so that would be, we have, by the way, we have the problem. Use the bisection method to solve function of x. We have our function here, 3x plus sine x minus e raised to the power of x from xl at 0 and x sub u at 1. Okay, we have here, we have our xl, that's 0 plus 1. So this would be 0.5. Okay, and we need to find its function of x sub r. So that would be 3x plus sine x minus e to the x. This would be 3.0.5 plus sine 0.5 minus e raised to the power of 0.5. So this would be sine 0.5. So let's just do 6 significant figures. 0.330704. Right. Okay, now we have our function of x sub r. Now, in order for us to evaluate, we need to have also our function of x sub l. For our function of x sub l, so that would be atong value sa l. So that would be 0 plus sine of 0 minus e raised to the power of 0. So that would be -1. So the function of our, we need to evaluate na, di ba? Function of x sub r, okay, -1 multiplied by 0.330704. That would be -0.330704, and that is less than our 0. So therefore, we should set, what should we set? X sub u equals, sakto ba ko? X
XR.
sub u equals x sub r. Set x sub u equals x sub r, and that is 0.5. Now that is for the first iteration. Now for the second, We have there our new x sub u 0.5, but our zero atong xl is still 0, and our x sub u is 0.5. So xr, that's xl, so that would be 0.25. So function of our x sub r is u, that's 3.0.25 plus sine of 0.25 minus e raised to the power of 0.25. So that's 0.25. So that's negative 0.286621. So we still have the same x sub l. So we have the same function of x sub l, which is negative 1. So for the function of x sub l multiplied by the function of our new x sub r, hmm, so that would be negative 1 multiplied by our negative 0.286621. So that would be positive 0.286621. So that is greater than 0. Okay, now we must set our x sub l equal to our x sub r, which is 0.25. Now for the third iteration, for the third iteration, okay, we have, so far class, naka-follow ra ba?
Yes.
Okay. So for the third iteration, we have here, oh, I forgot to solve the, oh my God. Um, Isa, an epsilon A and epsilon T. Hold on. We must solve it by iteration because natay tolerance nga gihatag. So, so that would be, hold on. Error. Wala ni Usbon Bay kay magtaas ra kaayo. Let's have, okay. Now in here for our first iteration, when we are given a pre-specified error criterion, di ba, we need to have our estimated absolute percent error less than our error criterion. Guys, remember that. So for our first what they call this? Epsilon A, or for the estimated absolute percent error. So we have our current x sub r, right? But we don't have our previous. So that is still at 100% pa ang iyang value. So for the second one, we have our x sub r 0.25 minus 0.5. That is 0.25. Ouch. 0.25, 0.5, 0.25. Hold on. It's still on 100%. Sakto ba na atong gisolve? Nagsunod ba mo na ako, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, sorry, class. Hold on. She 33.33. So that's 1, 20. Okay, let's proceed. So tara ang computation. So this is still at 100%. Mawa man yun. 100% still. So dako pa kay taglak ba yun nun? Okay? Kung mas paspas mo mag-solve sa ako class, you can do, okay? Para mas madali ang pag-solve. So we have here another. The third, we have our XL at 0.25. Itong XU at 0.5. So this would be 0.25 plus 0.5. So that's divided by 2. So that's 0.375. Now for the function of our x sub r, so that would be 3 times 0.375 plus sine of 0.375 e raised to the power of 0.375. So that would be 31250. 0.250. So that's 0.036284567. Now we have our function of x sub L. So that's 3 times 0.25 the sine of 0.25 minus a 0.25 equals negative 0.286621. Okay, now function of x sub L. Why is this? I'm not sure. Three six two eight one one multiplied by 0.286621. So this would be 0.103989. So this
Excuse me,
is
miss. Dili na siya 036, miss.
0 point on sa mandapit. Oh,
0.0362.
okay. Sorry. Zero one, and this is less than 0. So we must set xu equals xr. So this would be 0.375. That's for our E sub A. So that's 375 minus 0.25. 0.375. Kuwangan man ni sila. So this would be 0.375 minus 33%. So we need to still do for okay. And for the fourth, We have our XL still at 0.25, at our X sub U at 0.375. Naka-follow ra ba mo, class?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
That's 2. 0.3125 function of X sub R. That's 3 times 0.3125. This would be negative 0.121899. So for our function of X sub L, that's 0.25. So that's negative 0.286621. Now for the evaluation, that's negative 0.286621 multiplied by our negative 0.121899. So that would be it's 40. Do we have the same answer?
Lain lagyakan.
Dili?
Wala, sa dako, miss.
Sa man siya?
Lahi sa dong.
Oh,
0.034 ay 0.0349388 miss.
0.34. Okay. For our, sakto man na tong X sub R, right? 0.3125.
Sakto, miss. Kana rang sa kanang FXL, FXR, miss, wala.
So for the function of our X sub R, so 3x plus sine x minus raised to the power of x. So that would be 0.3125. Yes, that's 0.121899 sa aqua.
Ang kana rang kuan miss 0.40852 lain.
Oh, basin. But we have the same function of x sub L, di ba? Same naman na ganina.
Same ra, miss.
286621 multiplied by 0.121899. Oh, okay. Na-separate ko sa. So that's 0. mm, So this would be 0.0349 388. So this is sorry. That's 20%. Yes, okay. So we have fifth. Okay. Let's just do fifth. So XL 3125 or XW 0.375. So X sub R 0.3125 plus 0.375 divided by 2. 34375. Do we have the same answer?
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
miss.
Or the function of X sub R. So that's 3 times 0.34375 plus sine of 0.34375 minus E. So that would be so that's negative 0.0416. 419. Okay. So for the function of our X sub L, 3125, so that's negative 0.121899. So evaluation 899 multiplied with our oops. So that would be Do we have the same answer or save na po ko?
Same.
Same.
Okay. So that's 0.3437, 0.312, 0.3437. So that's 9.091%. Okay. So actually class, we are still on the fifth, right? Based sa akong na-solve here and sa ako ang reference mo also, na siya nabilong at, let me put it up again, 12 or 13th na iteration. So we have still further 6 to 7 na iteration class. Okay, so in order for you to what I call this, be familiarized, you can do up until the 13th. Okay, class, can you hear me? Am I audible? Or nakamute?
Madamo Gramis.
Yes.
Okay. So for based on my iterations o sa ako reference, it's up until the 13th or 12th nga iteration na makakuha ta og error criterion nga below 0.05. Now, I want you to solve it on your end, but not today, okay? Because we still have to do false position method, second, Newton-Raphson, and the, what do you call this? Simple fixed iteration. So in order for you to be familiarized, you can do up until the 13th on your end, okay? On your own, at your home. Now, going to the I mean, false position, Newton-Raphson na naman. Now, for the, what do you call this? Now, let's do false position. Don't worry, class, ako ra ni isend sa inyo ha akong na-solve diri. But I believe ga-record man sad mo or ga-screenshot. Okay? Now, let's do for why can't I hear? Okay. Now, what's the formula for regular fallacy or false position method again? That's us.
xu minus f of
Okay.
xu times x sub l minus x sub u over f of x sub l minus f of x sub u.
Okay. So we have there function of what ko solve ani. Okay. Let's solve it together. Okay. Now we have our x sub u at 0.5 and x sub l at 0. So we need to find first the so this the function of our x sub u. Ano na lang ba pala dito maglib? That's 0.16. 246. Okay. And our function of our x sub L at so that's -1. Function of our upper, that's 0.6 multiplied by our x sub L 0 minus 0.5. Function by our x sub L, that's -1 multiplied by our upper. That's 429,869. 0.429869. So this is our XR. Ayuwamapia. Okay, pareha ba tag-answer class?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Open the X sub R. Sorry. How much? What's the value of this? That's 0.0845452. Do we have the same answer?
Same ra, Miss.
Okay, so that's FXL, FXR evaluation, and this is less than 0. So we must set x sub u equals to x sub r. So that would be at 0.42869. Okay. Okay. Now that's D. At second iteration. Function of our x sub L. So it's still 0. So that's -1. So that's function of x sub L is -1. So that's x sub u at 429,869. So that's function of x sub u. Four two nine eight six nine. So that's function of x sub L 0.084452. So this is, how much is that? Answer na class.
0.232934, miss.
Sakto naman ang mga values, right? 0.845452. 0
Ay,
minus
safe day, miss, safe.
869. That's -1.
0.396359 ako, miss.
396359.
Oh, miss.
Okay. Function of over x sub r. So that's 4e raised to the power of 396359 sine of 0.396359 minus 1. That's 0.0389167. Do we have the same answer?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. We must set our x sub u equals 359. So we can solve it. That's x sub l. You have still the same x sub l at 0. So we need to find the function of our x sub u. 3969. So that's 0.0389167. Now for the function of our x sub l, that's still negative 1. So x sub r would be 0.396359 minus function of our x sub u, that's 0.0389167. X sub l 6359. And for our function of x sub l, that's negative 1 minus function of our x sub u, that's 0.0389167. So this would be 39,635.038967. 0 minus 0.396359 minus 0.0389 minus 612 in function of our x sub r, that would be 4a 0.381512 sine of 0.381512 minus 1. So that would be 0.0169338. Do we have the same answer? Now for the function of our x sub L, function of our x sub R, that is -1 multiplied by 0.016938338. That's negative 0.16. Okay. Okay. So for the A sub A, that's 0.381512, 0.396359, 0.381512. This would be 0.381512 minus 0.396359, 0.381515, 381512. So that's 3.89% from 8.45 down to 3.89. Okay. Now we do for class. Can you still follow? Sa uban.
Yes, ma'am.
Naka-follow ra, miss.
Miss.
Okay. So for the fourth one, we have x sub u as 0.381512. x sub L at still 0. So we have function of our x sub u. So that's the 0.0161338 function of our x sub L. That's -1. Okay. Now we need to find our x sub r. 0.381512 minus function ni upper 0.0169338 multiplied ni xl minus xu function ni x sub l minus function ni x sub u. Now this is 375,159. 159. Do we have the same answer? Now for the function of our x sub r, that's 4e raised to the power of -3.3. I mean 75,159 sine of 159. So this would be 0.375159. So this is 0.0071873. And for the function of our x sub L, function of our x sub R, sorry, -1 multiplied by our 0.00718 ish. Seven three. That's less than 0 still. So set xu equals xr. That's 0.375159. Zero point three seven five 159. 0.381512. 0.375159 multiplied by 100. So that's 512.37. So that's 1.69%. Now let's do fifth. So x sub u 0.375159, x sub l as 0. So function of our x sub u 0.0071873. Function of our x sub l, that's -1. So we can get our x sub r as 0.375159 minus function sa atong x sub u, that's 0.0071873 x sub L minus x sub U function of our x sub L, that's -1 minus sa atong function. Ila man ni. 0.3724. 71873. What's your answer, class? Do we have the same answer? 0.3722226? Is that your answer? Oh, no. Saya pa akong typing. Yes, sayop siya. 0.37248 246 37248. Do we have the same answer?
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Function of our x sub r, that's 4e 0.372482 sine 0.372482 minus 1. So that's negative x sine of x 0.37 0.0302461,864. Do you have the same answer?
Yes, miss.
That is still less than 0. So set xu equals xr 482. Okay. 0.3724482 minus 0.375159. 0.372482 multiplied by 100, that's 0.372. So we are down to 0.72%. Okay, class. So for this iteration or false position method, it narrows down to at least 8 iteration. Okay? Nga makakuha siya og, hold on, let me solve it again. 3, 7, 0, 6, 7. Okay. Until okay. Now for here, nalimot kong butang diri. Okay. So for class, naka-follow ra ba sa ato ang um false position? Because we will be proceeding with simple iteration. Class,
Yes,
Nakasama
ma'am.
ra, miss.
how about the others? Nakasunod ra ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's do right now fixed, simple fixed iteration. That's my notebook. Okay. Hold on class ha. Wait sa kadiyot. Let's just do simple equation na lang para di mo maglibog og locate ni x. Squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0. Okay, at eight plus 2. Okay, now for the simple fixed point iteration, am I still audible? We need to find or we need to simplify the function x squared minus 2x minus 3 into x, right? We have here f of x squared minus 2x minus 3. So we can do, there are 2 to 3 ways to get the x of this, right? Pwede na mo siya and do this one. We have this, hold on, x squared minus 3 equals to x divided by 2, right? So that's x equals x squared minus 3 divided by 2, or x squared, that's 2x plus 3. So square both terms. So this is x equals square root of 2x plus 3. We also have that one. Also, or hold on. This is x squared minus 2x over 3. And okay, we have that 2 ways. Okay, we need to find or we need to simplify that function into x man, di ba? And then after that, we can do the x sub I. Where is that? We can do the x sub I plus 1 equals g of x sub I. But, miss, naman ay duha ka buok unsa may atong gamiton. Now, let's try to do the first one here. Let's try to do the first one at x sub I equals 4. So that will become x sub I plus 1 equals x sub I plus 1 equals x sub I squared minus 3 over 2. So that would be 4 squared minus 3 over 2. So that's 16 minus 3, 13 divided by 2. Ano na siya? 6.5. Now that's it. That's for our um first iteration. Now for the second one, okay, that's 6.5 squared minus 3 divided by 2. So that is 19.625. Now when you observe class, ang atuang iterative nga value nagkalayo siya sa ato nga root. When I will try to do the root of that equation, that's 1 minus 2 minus 3. The root of those equation class lies on -1 to 3. Ako siyang gi-calculate here. If you can use your calculator there, that's mode 5, that's equation. And you pick number 3 and it will come with A, B, C after ninyo enter. Do you have your calculators right now? Class?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Now, one way in calculator nga way, no, to find or to know the root para kibaw kag asa ra ka dapit sige balik asa ra ka nga range makahibaw nga diha ra ka kutob is using your calculator. So when you have your calculator right now, I don't know sa uban nga version ha, but I have here my version 991ES plus and 991ES ra. So that's mode. Makakita mo diha comp stat complex base n matrix vector table EQN, that's equation. When you see number 5 or EQN, you click that, and after click number 5 or press number 5, you can see there are 4 types of equation: a n x plus b n y c n, and you can see there number 3 or any number nga nabilong ni siya. You have there the format ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. You click that on what numbers ako diri is number 3 na siya. Now after pressing number 3, mapunta ka or maroute ka sa A, B, and C. Okay? Now, when we need to input values sa atong A, B, and C. Now, sa atong equation, we have here A, the B, and the C. Now, for atong A, ang value sa atong A is only 1. So, that's positive 1. You press 1 and then enter. Okay, now for our letter B, that's -2. Here, that's -2. So you press negative or -2 or -2 and you press or click the equal sign. And then for the letter C, that's still negative. So you input -3 and then hit equals. Kompleto na itong ABC. Now, you hit another equal. You can see there, x sub 1, that is the root 1 at 3. You hit another enter, and our x sub 2 at -1. So that's our two real root, the -1 and the 3. So looking here sa atong first nga evaluation, sa atong first nga x sub I, that's 6.5. Nisamot na sa x sub I plus 1, that's 19.65. So we cannot use this here. We cannot, sorry. We cannot use someone on cursor here. So we cannot use this because it is diverging sa atoa nga root. We need a converging iteration wherein ang sige iterate nagkaduol po ta sa atoa nga root. Now let's try this one. Okay? Okay. Let's try this one. So this will become square root of 2 times 4 plus 3. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 3, that's 11. Square root of 11. Now square root of 11 is 2 plus 7. 2 square root of 7, if I'm right. To go back to big comp mode, we have guys, click mode and then press 1. $2.317. So that's 3.3166. Okay. Now that's our first one. How about the second one? So that's still 3.1037. Next, we have our x sub I plus 1. That's 2. So that's 3.0344. So this would be Pinamansiya class. That's 6.86%. So in here, we have our EA 3.0344 minus 3.010 ay sayo. 1037 divided by 3.03. Still following, Cass?
Yes, ma'am.
That's 2.28%. So x sub I plus 1. Ooh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are on our fourth. So 2 times 3.0344 plus 3. So this would be this is 3.0114. So 3.0114 minus 0.0344 multiplied by 100. So that is so that's 0.76%. Okay, and our goal is less than 0.5%. So we are on our fifth iteration. So I plus 1. So this is square root of 2 times 3.0114 plus 3. So this is this is 3.0038. So to EA 3.0 oops 114. So 3.0038 multiplied by 100. This is times 3.0038 multiplied by 100. Okay, so we have 0.25%. Okay, so therefore, ang root is naara sa range about 3. Diba? Atong root, real root ganina is between -1 and 3. Right? So we are on, we are on track sa ato ang iteration. But ang atong aim here is having an error criterion of only 0.5%, and we have here attained the 0.25, which is lesser than our 0.5. So we will stop with our fifth iteration. Kaya diha raman ang gipangayo sa problem. Not unless ang gipangayo sa problem is 0.001%. Kana, o pa din kag-iterate diha. Follow?
Yes, ma'am.
Class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Naka-follow ra bang uban? How about the others? Girls?
Ma'am.
Naka-follow ra, miss.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Now we will proceed with our Newton Raphson. Okay. Mm-hmm. Regular Fuzzy, Newton Raphson. Okay. Mhm. Using estimate the root of pi over 2. Okay, let's solve this one. So, unsa ito unang buhaton sa Newton-Raphson? In Newton-Raphson, by the way, let's have first the formula sa atong Newton-Raphson. What's the formula of our Newton-Raphson man? That's x sub I plus equals saan to class? F of x sub I first derivative of our function x sub I. Di ba? Mo ni siya atong formula. Are you still there? Class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now for this, we have our function of x sub I. Ano siya na siya? Of x sub I at mhm, sine sine asa naman ang cursor? Sine of x minus 2. Now for the derivative, so that's cosine 1 minus 2. Pagawa si 1 half, derivative ng x is 1. 1 times 1 half, that's 1 half. So that's cosine x minus 1 half ang atong derivative. Hello? So for our x sub I, that's pi over 2 minus, oh my gosh. What's our f of x sub I? That's sine pi over 2 minus, what's the x sub I? That's pi over 2 all over 2 divided by cosine of pi over 2 minus 1 half. Pila naman siya class? Naka-follow ra ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Class? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ha, pila na siya? So, that's sine pi over 2 minus pi over 2 divided by 2. That's cosine pi over 2 minus 1 over 2. Ilan yung answer class?
2, ma'am. Two sa kuha, ma'am.
Ila?
2, ma'am.
2. Okay. 2, 2. Next. We already have this. Asan ang cursor? Now in here, that's still pi over 2. No, it's not pi over 2 anymore. That's 2. That is 2 minus sine of 2 minus 2 over 2. It's still 1, but let's just cosine of 2 minus 1/2. Pila man ni siya? 2 minus sine of 2 cosine of 2 minus 1 over 2. So 1.901. 1.90. 10. Okay. So EA equals 1.9010 minus 2, 1.9010. So that's 9.07%, right? Am I right, class?
Yes, ma'am.
That's 0.29. Now for the fourth, sine of x minus x divided by 2 cosine of x minus 1/2. So this would be pareha ra ba tayong solution, class? Okay. You have here 0.005%, which is diha ang ipangita sa ato ang asa man course. Okay. So since we have the E sub A lesser than our error criterion, diha na tamo stop or terminate sa ato ang iteration. Na ato estimated root is 1.8954. Having that error criterion. So far, naka-follow ra ba sa Newton-Raphson?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Now for our last, madapon siguro sa time, let's just make it quick. Okay. For the second, di ba naghatag man ko ninyo example sa second, that's 3x plus sine x minus e raised to the power of x. Di ba? If I'm right. Naghatag ko ninyo, ana, wala. Cause, did I or did I not? Nakatong na-copy. Na ato wala.
Ang unsa gani ito, ma'am?
Katong 3x plus sine x, ano to? Sine x minus a raised to the power of x. Naghatag ko ninyo nga example. I don't remember man good. Naghatag o wala.
Check sana mo, ma'am.
Okay.
Ni hatag na, ma'am, kato sa second method.
Okay. Now let's try this one. Okay, now we have there the x sub minus 1 as to our x sub 0 or x sub I. That's 3. Okay, do you still remember the second method, class? No? What's the formula of our second method, man?
Kuan to ma'am. Kanang x sub I plus 1 equals x sub I minus functions of x sub I multiplied by x sub negative 1 minus x sub I all over function of x sub uh, negative 1 minus function of x sub I.
Okay, thank you. Now to start, we already have our x sub I at, di ba, itong 0, na ito ang considered as x sub I. We have our 3, and atong x sub I minus 1 at 2. Now we need to find that function. So function, yan na lang. X sub I minus 1 equals to function of x sub I minus 1. So that would be x cubed minus 2x minus 5. So that's 2 cubed minus 2 times 2 minus 5. So that would be ilan yarn.
Negative 9, no?
It's negative 1. Sakto ba, class? Negative 1. Wait, do we have the same answer? And for
Sakto
the
mo, negative 1.
x sub I, that's 3. So function of our x sub I. So that would be 3 cubed minus 2 times 3 minus 5. That's 9 minus 6. It's negative 27 minus 6. That's in 21 minus 5,
16,
that's
ma'am.
16. Okay, now using the x sub I plus 1, x sub I na to is 3 minus function of our x sub I, that's 16, multiplied by our x sub I minus 1, that's 2, minus x sub I as 3, function of our x sub I minus 1, that's negative 1, minus function of our x sub I, that's 16. May laman eh.
Kuan, ma'am. 1, mong gano'n mo. 1, ma'am. Negative 1, di mo.
Negative 1, lahat lagi tag-answer.
Ah, wait sa ma'am. Negative 1, negative
That's
3,
ako
minus.
akay 2.058823529. Daghan mo. 2, 4, 6. That's my x sub I. Do you have the same answer?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Now we're done with the 2 and 3. So we will be proceeding with our 3 and 2. Now in here, itong x sub I, ano plus 1 siya, sorry. X sub I minus 1 is 3. Atong x sub I is 2.058823529. So function of our x sub I minus 1, this would be, pila na siya, x cube minus 2x minus 5. So that's 16. Naramday. So function sa atong x sub I, that's 2.058823529. So that's negative 0.39072923. So we have here x sub I 23529. Function sa atong x sub I, 23. X sub I minus 1, that's 3, minus x sub I. Function of our x. Ay, sakto lagi. Function of our x sub I minus 1, that's 16. Minus function of our x sub I, 0.390799923. Ilam na siya, class. 2.0. Now for our x sub 3, third iteration. So we'll be going to use x sub 1 and x sub 2. So x sub I minus 1, so that would be 2.0588235529. X sub I, that's 2.08126366. So for the function of this, sub I minus 1, pinagin niya siya. This is negative 0.39079923. And for our f of x sub I, 2.08126366. 0.14720400578. This, oh, by the way, this is for our course here. So this is, so itong E sub A, by the way, E sub S is 0.7%. So this is Are you still following class? Ilumagod.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
po.
That's 1.078%. Already. Okay. Now for the x sub I plus 1, that's x sub I 2.08126366 minus function of our x sub I, that's negative 0.147 14720405058 x sub I, asan mo cursor? 2.058823529 minus 2.0812636 and function of our x sub I 0.39079923 minus function of our x sub I negative 0.147204058.
Ma'am, di na tulo ka na ma'am sa negative 0.390799. Diha ma'am.
Naubos pa ba?
2.09. Do we have the same answer? Yes.
Unsay answer sa imo, miss?
Here. Is it the same? Nag-solve bang uban?
Yes, ma'am.
Ang ako is kay 2.067703174.
Sa ako miss kay same ra pero 4.6 ang last dili 4.5 ako.
4-6
Oh,
wala ko
okay
last
na.
miss.
Okay na na. Muligas na siya. Okay, so we have the same answer class and we attained the error criterion nga gihatag sa problem that is 0.7 and this is less than 0.7. So we must terminate our iteration na. This is on 1, 2, 3, 3. This is the first. This is for the first. Now this is for the second. And this is the third. Do you have questions or naka-follow ra ang tanan?
Naka-follow ra, miss.
Okay, if you don't have questions, class, by the way, kinsay to na late? Naa si Kuan, Codino, og si Ibarra,
Miss.
kinsa?
Miss.
Ibarra and Codino, no? Naa si Codino, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And also Ibarra. Okay, so that's for the sample problems class. Okay, by the way, gahapon class kay hatagan jud mi og notice nga so maka midterm mi karon nga week og up until next week. But kung giingon sa inyo nga midterm is next week man, di ba? Sa numerical methods. Tas
After
After